Hey there, it's the middle of October of 2022 and we are working on preparing for our garden for spring of 2023. It's been pretty cool weather since the first day of fall, which was September 20th of 2022. I mean, as soon as that day hit, we've had cool weather, so kind of weird, kind of fun. The sun's been shining. We've been really soaking up the sun, enjoying all the time we can outside. As I said, we are prepping for our first large vegetable garden, kind of fruit combo. We have not had a large garden like this before. Previously, we've had small vegetable beds consisting of like tomatoes, cucumbers, zucchini, squash. None of those have been super successful other than our cherry tomato plant that we had this past summer. For this garden, we are going to have common vegetables, squash, corn, tomatoes, cucumber, snap peas, okra, and quite a few other things that I just don't have a list in front of me. But we are excited to get this started. We are prepping a 12-foot by 24-foot vegetable bed. We will also have two physical separate beds that will be about 3-foot by 14-foot. We will have 3 raspberry bushes, 2 blackberry bushes, and 3 blueberry bushes. Or maybe it's 2. It's either 2 or 3 blueberry bushes, I can't remember. Here you can see we are working on preparing the garden with a thick black plastic. This is our backyard, so it is full of grass and weeds. We've been told that it was used for a vegetable garden previously, but we don't know exactly where that was located. It was all grass and weeds when we moved in. So we're laying down this thick black plastic. The idea from what I've read and watched on here on YouTube is that the thick black plastic is supposed to kill the weeds and grass that it lays over, and then from there it basically suffocates everything. Then you're able to either kind of peel back that layer, toss it in the compost, or you can leave it, kind of broad fork it, lie down. We are going to lie down cardboard, compost topsoil mixture, and then over winter I believe I'm going to mulch it with leaves so that it will be nice and ready for when we are ready to plant it in the spring. Again, the black plastic is supposed to heat up the grass and weeds underneath it and basically suffocate everything. The raspberry, blackberry, and blueberry bushes, they will not be in beds, excuse me. They will not be in beds. They will be in the ground. The raspberries and blackberries will be on the trellis that we've built. As you can see, the 2 posts over to the left-hand side. That will be a trellis for specifically raspberries and blackberries. The blueberries are going to go adjacent to that on the other side of where we have the beds laid. Here we're bringing in the wood that we cut to length for the perennial bed and the strawberry bed. The perennial bed is going to have, ideally, currently we only have rhubarb seeds and garlic seeds. Those are both from Dan's grandfather in Indiana. He sent those down to us, which I was super excited about. And then eventually we would like to add asparagus and artichoke, if possible, down the road. The strawberry bed, I have ordered those online and we'll be getting 25 bare root crowns, and those should be coming this next spring for us to plant. While we're laying down the black plastic, I got those at Lowe's. They are actually in the paint aisle. I believe they use them as some sort of drop cloth. So yes, got those at Lowe's. I can link what they are down below if you'd like. And I got 2 rolls. We had some left over from where we covered our rhododendron bushes this past winter because they were fairly new. So we used what's left over of that, and then I bought 2 additional rolls this year for specifically for the garden for what we're doing today. As far as laying down the rocks around the border, we already had those rocks. We are working on a rock pathway or rock sidewalk at the front of the house, so we already had those lying around, so we figured we'd utilize those for this project. During the next few minutes, all we're really trying to do is measure the black plastic up with the frames that have already been measured. That way we can have enough plastic to cover the where the compost, cardboard, etc. is going. We then remove the wood and place rocks in their place, in the place of the wood. We're going to do that with both beds. Again, these are going to be our perennial bed and strawberry bed. In front of these, we're going to add 2 additional beds. Those are going to be for herbs and flowers. Those are actually our old beds, or they're going to be our old beds that you'll see here in a few minutes that we attempted vegetables in prior. I think they'll be the perfect size. They are 2.5 by 5 foot. I think they're going to be the perfect size for flowers and herbs. You'll see us using a tape measure a few times. We're just really trying to make sure that we have 3-foot walkways in between all of the placements that we're setting out. 3 feet between the large vegetable bed, between that and the perennial and strawberry beds. We want 3 feet between the 2 longer beds. Just kind of a 3-foot space we thought was pretty ideal for the layout that we were going for, so you'll see that's why we have the tape measure out a couple of times. All right, and here is a shot of us bringing in the old beds that we used that I was explaining previously. We're gonna move those just right in front of the two longer beds. Again, these will have herbs and flowers in them. Here is an overview of the completed situation, the completed layout that we have. The two posts that you see there, those are actually our berry trellises, that where the raspberry and blackberries are going. Kind of cut those out just so it wouldn't be a big pole in the view there. So yeah, there's our layout for the garden of 2023.